Greetings, VX gaming enthusiasts. Welcome to our much anticipated top 10 list of the greatest gaming villains of all time, as voted by our community. Our voters have spoken, and these are the most memorable, evil, destructive, and downright ludicrous villains of all time. My name is Canton, a content creator passionate about all things creative storytelling and gaming. If you want to participate in future top 10 polls and make your voice heard, then make sure you're following VX Gaming on Instagram to vote in any future polls. This video is sponsored by VX Gaming Hades Mouse. Let's dive into the villains that we love to hate. Starting off at number 10 is Raul Menendez, the antagonist from the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 game, navigating a politically charged campaign with gritty realism. Players will get to experience his story firsthand and grapple with the complexities of his motivations. Menendez's compelling storyline is a blend of revenge and political manipulation. He was a drug lord, leader of the terrorist organization Cordis Die, and led a massive attack on the United States of America. Torture, murder, and general cruelty is just part of the typical memo for Menendez, as his war in the Call of Duty universe lasted decades. Coming in at number 9 is Andrew Ryan, the visionary creator of the underwater city Rapture in Bioshock. He embodies an eccentric blend of idealism and tyranny. Andrew Ryan founded Rapture in an attempt to avoid government oversight and scrutiny. To this day, the words "would you kindly" invoke flashbacks to one of the game's most iconic scenes. While not the primary villain of the game, he is probably the most memorable antagonist in the entire series. At number 8, we have Bowser, the iconic nemesis for the series Mario, bringing a whimsical touch to our list. Bowser is not only one of the most iconic villains of all time, but also one of the oldest. First appearing in 1958, he has been harassing almost 40 years, making the jump to cinema with Jack Black's portrayal. It seems that Bowser is only going to become more popular as time goes on. Ganon, the formidable antagonist in the beloved Legend of Zelda series, enters at number 7. Ganon debuted way back in the original Legend of Zelda way back in 1986, just 1 year after Bowser, developing throughout the entire series from a simple monster to a powerful warlock. He is destined to eternally reincarnate to pursue world domination. Now that's truly evil. The Illusive Man, the enigmatic mastermind from the Mass Effect series, comes in at number 6. The head of Cerberus, the Illusive Man is one of the most mysterious figures in the entire franchise. At first seeming to walk a delicate balance between good and evil, even partnering with players for the second game, the Illusive Man truly reveals his evil intentions in the third entry when he orders the attack on the Citadel. Even today, his motivations are not quite understood, as his indoctrination throws a massive wrench into the understanding in his drive. The Joker, Batman's iconic nemesis, begins our top 5. Arguably one of the most greatest villains, not just in gaming, but of all time. The Joker has captivated audiences in movies, shows, and comics. With Joker being such a memorable villain, it isn't surprising at all that he finds himself being on this list. At number 4, we have Handsome Jack, the charismatic yet diabolical villain from the Borderlands series. Arguably the most memorable character from a franchise filled with memorable characters. Handsome Jack is one of the most entertaining villains on this list. His rule over Pandora as dictator reveals his true cruelty, as his cheerful and joke-filled personality creates a truly unpredictable character. Gaining a podium spot with number 3 is Gaunter, the sinister character from The Witcher 3, who captivates players with his devilish charm and outworldly presence. In one scene alone, we all know the one with the spoon, he not only shows his unbelievable power, but his ruthless evil nature. Players are truly outmatched by his power and sly tricks, arguably the most powerful figure Geralt comes across in the Witcher trilogy. Number 2 goes to Micah, the treacherous outlaw from Red Dead Redemption 2. While most of the characters on this list are here because of their charisma, memorable battles, or enjoyable nature, Micah is here because of his pure hatred from players. Micah is everything we hate and more in a person. Throughout the entire story of Red Dead 2, we catch glimpses of his selfishness, greed, and lack of care for human life. But this all concludes with the one most infuriating betrayals and confrontations of all time. Thankfully, by the end of the game, we are able to put Micah down for good. And with placing at number 1, we have Vaas, the iconic and menacing antagonist from Far Cry 3. Truth be told, I think everyone knows the reason for Far Cry 3 being the most popular in the franchise. Vaas carried the marketing for the game on his back and just ran with it. Despite not being the primary antagonist of the game, many fans still consider him to be the favorite, and it's easy to see why. His uncaring yet charismatic nature makes him a joy and a terror to watch. In the entire Far Cry series, no one is as memorable as Vaas, as he easily grabbed the most votes for the best villain in our polls. And there you have it, the most memorable villains of all time. Did your favorites make the list? If not, make sure you're following VX Gaming to vote in the next poll. My name is Canton, and if you want to follow me on any of my channels, simply search my name on whatever platform you prefer. Stay tuned for more incredible VX Gaming content. Until then, see you next time.